Yes, good afternoon and welcome to the July 15th virtual meeting of Chatham's Historic Business District Commission. My name is Daniel Silver and I am the current chairman of the H.B.D.C. This meeting is being televised and recorded and will be available for future viewing on channel 18 and any device capable of playing a video. Hopefully the meeting will unfold as follows. First, the Central Permitting Coordinator, Sarah Clark, will read the Governor's directives concerning these virtual meetings, and then we'll have a roll call. After the roll call, we're going to do our annual reorganization. That's the election of the officers. That should take about 30 seconds. After that, we will approve the minutes. After the minutes are approved, we'll move right on to the applications. We have a few this evening, but we're on a time limit, so we have to go through things fairly fast. So anyways, again, Sarah, do you want to read the Governor's directives?
Yes. Pursuant to Governor Baker's March 12, 2020 order suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, 30A-18, the Governor's March 23rd order imposing strict limitations on the number of people that may gather in one place, this meeting of the Historic Business District Commission is being conducted via remote participation. No in-person attendance of members of the public will be permitted, but every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings as provided for in the order. A reminder that persons who would like to listen to this meeting while in progress may do so by calling the phone number 1-508-945-4410, conference ID 661-171-288#. Despite our best efforts, we may not be able to provide for real-time access, and we will post a record of this meeting on the town's website as soon as possible.
Thank you, Sarah. And as I said, we'll now do a roll call to see who is attending, and we'll be reviewing the applications. First off, we have our Vice Chair, Darcy Sequin.
Here.
Okay, then we have our clerk, Sam Stribert.
Here.
Our regular member, Robert Burns.
Here.
We have our first alternate, Doug Grattan. Doug, you here?
Microphone.
You're muted.
Here, yeah.
Okay, and then we have our second alternate, Steve DeBoer. You're here, Steve?
Yes, I am.
Okay, very good. As I said, what we'll do now is our clerk will read the application, and when the application is read, we request that any representative speak up if they're present. If not, we'll move on to the next application. Sam, what do we have? Oh, actually, we're going to do the minutes. I'm sorry. We'll do the minutes of those of July 1st. Are there any amendments or changes? Darcy?
No changes.
Okay. Sam?
No changes.
Bob?
No changes.
Doug?
No changes.
Steve?
No changes.
Okay. Do we have a motion to accept the minutes as?
I'll make a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
I'm going to put my hand up.
Doug Grattan.
Sam Stryber puts his hands up.
Okay, that's Sam Simon. You're going to second it? Very good. Okay.
No, I
Now,
want
No, Sam
comment.
would like to make a comment.
okay, Sam?
Yes, first page of the minutes review. At the bottom of the page, on a motion by Mr. Grattan and seconded by Mrs. Sequin misspelled. Does everybody see that?
Okay, yeah, Sam, I see you. Yeah.
Okay, that's my comment.
Thanks,
Okay.
Sam.
All right. All right, so is there a motion to approve the minutes as amended?
I move. So move.
Doug Grattan
Okay.
seconds it.
Very good. All right, now we go for a vote. Darcy?
In favor.
Sam?
In favor.
Okay. Doug?
In favor.
All right. And Bob,
In favor.
Steve,
In favor.
and I am as well. I believe that's everybody. I believe, right? Okay, very good. Now, the next order of business is the election of the officers. You can do it like we've done it in the past, just to elect the existing officers. Is there a motion?
So the existing officers can't really make the motion. Somebody who's a member has to make the motion, I think.
I'll make a motion.
And
All right.
I'll second it. Bob Burns.
Okay, Bob Burns is second. Who made the motion?
Doug Ratton made the motion.
Doug, very good. Okay. All right.
Doug, could you
the-
just make a motion to say who the chair, vice chair, and clerk would be?
I'll make a motion that we say who the chair, the vice chair, and the clerk will be for the year. How's that?
So keeping the existing slate of officers, Daniel Silver would continue as chair, Darcy Sequin would be vice chair, and Sam Streiber would be clerk.
Bob Burns, second.
All righty. Is that correct, Doug?
Yes, it is.
Okay, and the second was,
Bob Burns, second.
okay, very good. All right, now we'll go for the vote. Darcy?
In favor?
Okay. Sam?
In favor.
Okay, Bob?
In favor.
Doug?
In favor?
Steve?
In favor.
And I will as well. So that's all of us, right? Very good. Congratulations, you all. And thank you. All right, Sam, the first application?
Are we going through the signs even though? So on
We
the
have-
sign,
I'm not seeing the applicants for the signs in the meeting currently, although we do have someone that called in. So I'm not sure if either one of the Beerworths is here or if Mr. Meservey is here.
Do we have anybody at all? You said, what did you mean by call in, Sarah?
I see a phone in, someone phoned in to the meeting, and I just wasn't sure if it was one of the applicants.
Doug
Are
Meservey,
they
I'm
on
here.
now?
Doug Meservey is here. Okay.
Oh, very good.
Yes.
All right. Okay, Sam, go for it.
okay, skipping to the application 20-056, Sweet Dreams Ice Cream, care of Doug Meservey. Application to install a wall sign on the structure located at 1579 Main Street.
All right, Mr. Meservey, what can you tell us about the sign?
All right. Well, to keep in conjunction with the other two major businesses in the complex, I chose to do the individual acrylic letters like the Shop Ahoy Liquors and Larry's PX. So they would all look pretty uniform. I know that they've been there for quite some time, so I decided to go to Chatham Sign Shops and do the same lettering style that is already existing there, the other two businesses, and then a small vinyl sign on the latter sign that goes along with the others that are there in place.
All right, do you folks want to do both of these at the same time and get them out of the way?
Yes, please.
Darcy?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Okay, Sam?
I wanted to just read that the applicant is seeking to install an 11 by 25 inch by 13 foot 8 inch, 12.8 square feet wall sign at 1579 Main Street, which accounts for less than the 10% of the building face. The sign coordinator has written that the proposed sign complies with the sign bylaw, and the ladder sign is also in compliance.
Okay, very good. Let's find out what the commission has to say about it. Darcy?
It looks pretty straightforward to me. Looking forward to some new ice cream places. Sounds good.
Okay, both signs? Yep.
Both signs, yep.
Okay. Sam?
Yes, it's okay with me. I would prefer a little bit less of a stark sign, but this is up to Mr. Mazzovi.
Okay. All right, Bob?
One question, Doug, the lettering on the building sign and the ladder board, that is all consistent, that is a dark blue?
I believe so, yes.
And that will match the other signs on the building and on the ladder board, that color?
I believe so. I believe the letters are actually black.
That's what I
and
thought.
that
The
the
letters were
vinyl
black.
signs on the ladder board are the dark blue.
Okay, yeah, it looks like the building, when I drove by, is black, and I think the ladder board is more of a dark blue.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Your application says dark blue vinyl letter for existing
Yes,
PVC
And that would be on
panels.
the vinyl signs. There should be a second application there that explains the individual lettering.
I'm
And
not
to make
sure
it
I
easy,
understand.
we decided to follow suit with what is already in place in the plaza.
So you're not doing dark blue, you're doing black.
Yeah, black is for the individual letters on the building, and the dark blue is for the vinyl lettering on the ladder side.
I see, I got you.
I have no further questions. This is Bob.
Okay, Bob, I'm ready. Then we're on to Doug.
Doug Ratton, I have no further questions. Looks great.
Steve?
No, I think it looks fine. Everything looks good.
Okay, by the way, Steve, you're filling in for Jackson today. All right. All right. Okay. Are there any further questions for the gentleman? Darcy?
No further questions.
Sam?
No questions.
Bob?
No further questions.
Doug?
No further questions?
Steve?
No, I'm fine with everything.
Okay, very good. Is there a motion to accept, you'll be including both 056 and 057?
So I'll make a motion. Doug Ratton's making a motion for application numbers 20-056 and 20-057, Sweet Dreams Ice Cream, care of Douglas, Missouri. Application to install a wall sign on the structure located at 1579 Main Street, and application to install a ladder sign on the existing ground sign located at 1579 Main Street, as
Very
presented.
good. Thank you. Is there a second?
Darcy Sequin will second 20-056 and 20-057.
Very good. But good way to do that, Darcy. Excellent. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. If any further questions, I guess we've already gone through that, but anyways, we'll do it again real quickly. Darcy? Now that
No.
the motion has been made. Okay. Sam?
No questions.
Okay. Bob?
No questions.
Doug?
No questions.
Steve?
And no questions.
Okay, voting now. Darcy?
I approve.
Okay. Sam?
I approve.
Bob?
I approve.
Doug?
I approve.
Steve?
I approve.
Okay, and I do as well. Very good. Excellent. Good work, Doug. And thank you, Commissioner members.
Thank you all very much. I'm excited to get it open and sell some ice cream.
Good luck.
Excellent.
Thank you all. I appreciate the effort. I appreciate the approval, and we're going to get hard to work.
There you go. We'll see you there, hopefully.
All righty. Thank you so much.
You bet. Sam, do you want, Sarah, do we have a representative for 20-55 yet?
We do not.
Could you
Okay.
give her a call, Sarah? Is that possible?
I can. I won't. Yes, I will give her a call.
Thank you.
We can do this without the applicant, anybody here if you want, folks.
Fine with
If
me.
you feel. All right, all right.
This is Darcy. I
Okay,
would
then.
approve to do that also.
Okay, already.
Okay.
And I do too.
You
So
wanna-
that's all the, that's all
Would
the
you like to
officers.
do
So
that
we'll do that.
application now and then move on to Kroll Road?
Yes,
Okay. So
All right.
I'm going to share my screen to present the graphic for you.
all right.
They're proposing a 70-inch by 30-inch wall sign that will go above the door, the front entry at the 323 Orleans Road Chatham Works facility.
Very
Application
good.
20-055. Chatham Works, care of Lindsay Beerworth. Application to install a wall sign on the structure located at 323 Orleans Road. The sign coordinator has indicated that the sign is complies with the sign bylaw. Thank you.
Thank you, Sam. All righty, Darcy.
I am in favor of it, and I just want everybody to just check their little swatch because it is darker than what it's showing on the picture, the darker blue.
Yes.
And
Yes.
yeah, I'm okay with that, just as long as everybody understands that's the blue.
Okay. Sam?
I think the blue that's shown on the paperwork is very good. It's a nicer blue and not quite so light. So I would, and this is their logo, and I think it's tastefully done. So I'm in approval.
Okay. Doug?
I'm in approval as presented as well.
All righty. Let's see. Who we got? Steve?
I'm fine with it. You know, the blue sample makes it look much better. I think it's fine.
Okay, Bob?
Yeah, one question, maybe Sarah knows this. On top of the sign, is that the receptacle for the goose neck lamp?
Yes, it is.
It is. So it's going to be centered over the sign.
Correct.
Okay, good. No further questions.
Very good. All right. Do we have a motion?
Doug Grattan will make a motion for application 20-055 Chatham Works, care of Lindsay Beerworth. Application to install a wall sign on the structure located at 323 Orleans Road as presented.
Very good. Is there a second?
This is Darcy. I will second 20-055 as presented.
Thank you, Darcy. All right. Further discussion among commission members. Darcy?
In favor. Oh, no
Okay.
questions, sorry.
That's all right. No question. All right. Sam?
No questions.
Okay. Bob?
No questions.
Doug?
No questions?
Steve?
I'm fine, no questions.
Okay, I don't either. So we'll go on to voting then. Let's see. Darcy?
In favor.
Very good.
Do we
Sam?
have a motion? Do we have a motion?
Yes, we do. In seconded, yep.
Okay. I'm in favor.
Okay. Bob?
In favor?
Okay. Doug?
In favor?
Steve?
In favor?
And I am as well, Dan Silver. All right, very good. That gets us through the signs. Now we're on to the new construction. Sam?
Okay, this is application number 20-58. Jesse Carlton, application to construct a new dwelling and associated site improvements at 279 Kroll Road.
This is
Very
Darcy.
good.
This is Darcy. I'm going to recuse myself.
All righty. Steve, you'll step in for Darcy.
Okay.
All righty. Do we have a representative, Sarah?
We do.
We do. Bernadette, you may just need to unmute yourself.
Yeah, I'm unmuted now. This is Bernadette McLeod from Ryder and Wilcox, and I am standing in for Jesse Carlton today. The site is behind the 269 Kroll Road, which we started construction on maybe 6-7 months ago. This is the lot in back that had a dwelling on it. He took the dwelling down, and this is the proposed dwelling that will replace that. I have provided the site plan, meets all setbacks, a planting plan where he will block out the other house and the abutters with a line of Leland cypress, which he'll continue around the side. I gave you a specification and material sheet, and I put the wrong address on it, but because I took it from another job that we did with you a few months ago, but I can go over the specifications if you'd like.
Is it the same as the buildings in front, Bernadette?
Yeah,
This is Dan Silver.
it's similar. He's not going to do, it's not a Greek revival style. It's more of a Cape style house. So he's not going to do the boxed out rake boards, but it will be very similar with the same, window trim, the PVC trim, and he will use a white clapboard on the front of the main house. The rest of it will be natural shingles, the way the other house is. And very similar in workmanship, just a different style house. It'll be more Cape-like.
Okay, let's see what the applicants have to say about it. Bernadette, thank you. Good to hear from you again. All right, Steve?
I have to go first.
Will, you took Darcy's place.
I just thought it was, I made a couple of notes here and I can't find them now, but I actually had a couple of questions. The first one, and it's just an observation. There's one 6/6 window on the front, and I don't know, I guess that's a mistake, or is it some kind of a design?
Oh, yeah, that's didn't get erased. Sorry.
The other thing I thought was a little curious was the different types of siding on the front elevation of the house to have, a mix of clapboards and shingles. I guess it would be the sidewall of the garage and that other little wing that's on to the left of the main structure. I just thought it was a little strange to have two different types of siding on the front of the house.
Well, he was going to do all shingles, and then we decided to just dress up the main box of the house where the front entry is, and the little portico over the front door. He just wanted to make that pop a little bit, and that is common on Capes. If you drive around, many Capes have the main house with clapboard, and the rest of it is shingle.
Yeah, I guess I always thought that the front was always clapboards, and then the other three sides would be shingles. But that's okay. It's a design.
I mean, he can do he it's kind of an L-shaped house, so it's hard to. He could do that if that's what you want. Believe me, he'll do whatever you want.
No, it's up to everybody else. So it's fine.
I think we just wanted the front to stand out, because it's really, I mean, the front is really the side. If the Kroll Road side is the front, it's not really facing Kroll Road. It's facing when you come up the driveway and turn, that becomes the front.
No, I understand. Okay. Oh, that's fine. Everything else is good.
Okay. Doug?
I have no questions or comments. It looks like a nice job. I do like the clapboard and the shingle combination, so I think it's gonna have a nice presence. So no further questions from me.
Okay, Bob?
On the front elevation, would it make sense to have shutters on the right-hand side?
You won't see that.
You won't see them.
if you look at the site plan, the right-hand side is right up against the property line, and you'll never see that side.
Okay, okay,
As you drive up the driveway, you're going to see the garage doors.
okay, and you will not see the shop.
You won't see the side of that garage at all.
Okay, okay,
It just looks like that from the front, but it's really, if you look at the site plan, you'll notice that you won't see that side
okay,
as you drive up, really. I mean,
okay,
he could put shutters, but it's also going to be kind of, there's an embankment there, and it's going to be set into the embankment a little bit.
okay. And then on the right elevation, it looks like there aren't that many windows there. Is that?
That's because there's like a big hill there, and he's going to have like a boulder wall. So you're really never going to go over there. Just to maybe go out to the outdoor shower and walk around, you know, maybe if the pool gets put in, but it's a kind of a steep embankment there. So there'll be like a 4-foot boulder wall. And that's why he didn't want to put any windows on there, because there'll be a gas fireplace with built-ins on either side.
Okay, and that I guess that room inside behind that fireplace, is that going to be dark, do you think, with no windows?
No, because it has a 12-foot slider on the other wall.
Okay.
And it's just that one gable end where he'll have, and I actually put some windows in up high, and he took them out again.
Okay.
But maybe he'll see that it's darker. I don't think it will be dark, because it will have a lot of light on the deck side.
Right.
It'll have a 12-foot slider and a window, and then it's kind of open to the kitchen and dining room. You don't have the floor plans, but so it's open to a kitchen dining room, and that's basically the living room, and it'll have a cathedral ceiling.
Okay. No further questions from me.
Okay. All righty. Sam?
Yes, this is a great house. I think you've done marvel for an L-shaped house. I think it looks very gracious, and it's I think it'll fit in well. I like coming up the driveway and seeing the garage. You've made efforts to make the garage look considered. It isn't just an outside building, and then you have that little farmer's porch, which the left side of it will be the clapboards coming into it, that are shown on what you call the front elevation, which is actually the north elevation. It faces the cemetery. So all that's good. I do sort of my first look at it with the west elevation, or what you call the right elevation, is pretty stark looking, and but I can understand what that is. The one that faces, let's see, straight. That's the one that faces. No, it's the east elevation. The east. Yes, the east elevation is the one that faces Crowell Road. But there's a line of Leland cypresses. Now, let me ask you. You showed in the previous, in the other house landscape plan, you showed a line of Lelands there. Who's providing the Lelands this time? Is this the one that you're showing here? Is that their Lelands, or do you have it?
It will be the same Lelands. I don't know how, I don't know whose property they'll be on. There's kind of a berm there from the one house to the other.
Okay.
So since he's developing both properties, he'll plant the Lelands, and I'm not sure who'll take care of them, whose, property they'll actually be on once the properties are sold.
So the little circle that's on the right elevation, that I assume is an exhaust for a gas fireplace?
Yes, it is. Yeah.
Okay. Now, The one thing that attracted my eye right away as sort of having a problematic proportion is the front entrance. And I would like to suggest that the roof assembly, the gable end, the half circle, and the capital be dropped, say 18 inches.
Yeah.
So it will look better proportioned with regard to the front entrance itself. So if you could make sure you have a good proportion there, or otherwise it's looking a little high-hatty.
Yeah, it does look a little high-hatty, so I'll drop that because he does have a 9-foot ceiling, which makes everything look bigger. And what I do is usually set the top of the windows at 8 feet, and then he's going to have this transom. But I think you're right. We'll just drop the columns outside. You know, we'll just drop that whole thing down to like 8 feet or whatever will look good.
That's right. Use your eye on this, but it should fit with should fit closely over the transom.
Okay.
All right, Sam?
That's my comments.
Yes, I agree completely with Sam. As a matter of fact, my comments were going to be, Bernadette, that when I first saw this, it said, a residential structure. It didn't look like a house. It doesn't look like a home. It looks more like a commercial building because of the height of that entrance and the size of that door. The walls are very high and that entrance is extremely high and way out of proportion for what I consider to be a resident. But if you're going to drop those, that's fine. That's great. That would bring it back.
I'll drop it 18 inches. I'll drop it whatever, works as far as just right over the
Yeah,
transom.
because that's, to be honest with you, between that front wall, that entrance and the roof, that's massive. That's way up there.
Yeah, it is.
I was really concerned. I was concerned at first that a lot of that was shown. You could be seen from Crow Road, but it can't be. So.
And he'll do a great job, really. He's got a great eye for detail.
I know that. I know the workmanship will be great, but it says residential home. And it does, to be very honest with you, to be very blunt, it doesn't look like a house. It looks more like a business.
It does, but it does because it's all, you don't see that it turns the corner. You know what I mean? It looks.
I understand completely.
Like one big plane, but really it's not. It's only like 36
Yeah,
inches.
that's the only thing that eased my concerns. Right. If this was out on Kroll Road, I would not approve it at all. Well, it's way too massive. It's way too massive in consideration to the other structures around it. So, but if you're willing to drop that, that's fine.
Yeah,
I'll do a lot to
put it together. And really, it is actually a little bit smaller than the one in front.
Yeah. Okay.
Which is big. I mean, it is big, but
well,
I tried to make it smaller, but he didn't want to. I shrunk it.
I understand.
At it, and it's.
I understand. That's the way it goes today. And what he wants, is nice, but it's still in the historic business district.
Right.
So we have to be concerned about that. It's a set windows at 8 feet tells you something. That's 2 feet taller than normal. Or at least a foot and a half.
It's 1 foot taller because usually you have an 8-foot ceiling. He has a 9-foot ceiling. So, otherwise you'd have just so much clapboard above the windows. So if you just push the windows up and make them longer, I think it looks better proportionately instead of putting
and I think that
the windows.
Right, and that dormer that's above that is very interesting and is creative. But it creates even more mass for some reason. I don't know. But anyways, as you said, it can't be seen. It's not presented to Kroll Road. It's presented to the cemetery. So there's not that much traffic up there.
Right.
All righty. So that's my comment. If there is a motion, Doug, if there is a motion.
Mr. Chairman.
Yes, sir.
Accordingly, Bernadette, is there any chance of reducing? I mean, that garage is going to have a 10-foot high ceiling in there, because the the first floor, the garage floor is lower. It looks like the roof line lines up. Maybe the whole garage second floor can be dropped 18 inches and give it a little, you know,
They can, but it's not easy to build it that way because they build the walls all at the same height and then you step down into the garage.
Oh, when?
You'd have to drop all the wall heights.
Yeah, well, they'll save some lumber. I know,
You know,
I know how
suggest
they
it,
do that.
but I don't want to drop the
Whoa,
soffit of the.
whoa, folks, slow down. Excuse me, Bernadette. Sam, you're
Yes.
gonna have to, one person at a time.
Okay.
Bernadette, go ahead.
If we drop it, I wouldn't want the soffit of the garage to be below the porch roof.
Sam?
Then I'd have to drop the porch, the farmer's porch roof as well.
But you could line up the roof line of the farmer's porch and the garage. You could line those two up.
I could.
Okay. Anyway, that's a thought.
All right, Bernadette, so far, the only amendment we'd have to the application is that you would drop the height of the roof over the entrance. Is that satisfactory with you?
Yes, I'll drop it 18 inches.
Okay. Whoever makes a motion would amend the application to state that they would drop the roof on the entrance by 18 inches.
This is Doug Grattan, and I'll make a motion for new construction. Application 20-058 for Jesse Carlton. Application to construct a new dwelling and associated site improvements at 279 Crowell Road with the amendment of dropping the front entrance by 18 inches.
Very good. Is there a second?
Second.
Is there? Okay, Sam has made a second?
Yeah.
Okay, very good. Okay, further discussion. Let's see. Sam, have you got any further comments?
Nope.
Okay, Doug?
Nope.
Okay, Bob?
No further comments.
Steve?
Nothing further.
Okay, no, neither do I. All right. Are we ready to vote?
Yes.
Okay, Bob?
Approved.
Okay, Sam?
Approved.
Doug?
Doug approved.
Steve?
Approved with the stated amendment.
Okay, and I'll approve with the amendment as well. That should be it, right? Very good. We have no other business. We've concluded that. Sarah, have you got anything to add?
We do have
Oh,
the
I'm sorry, we do. We
pre-application
have a
for the sign.
We have, right, I'm sorry, I forgot about that, yes.
Okay.
Pre-application conference, Jack O'Donoghue, pre-application conference to discuss the installation of the wall sign at 400 Main Street.
Good evening, good afternoon. Thanks, everybody, for being us on short notice here. Sarah had recommended this as an option in lieu of being on the agenda. We've worked with Chatham Design, or excuse me, the Chatham Sign Shop to put this together, and they put together this rendering here. We are at the location. There was Chatham Design Center. They had a sort of a larger, similar vinyl sign, kind of a larger black square. And I think this kind of flows into the building a little bit better, even because it's got the white background with just our brand logo on there.
Okay, let's see what the comments are. And you do realize that any comments or decisions that are made concerning this are non-binding
Yes.
at this time. That this will be reviewed in the future, hopefully the next meeting, and get approval. I understand that you have a temporary sign permit, is that right?
That's correct.
Okay, good. So you have something for now.
Well, I was joking with Sarah because we've got the coffee shop next to us. I've had about 40 to 50 people a day knocking on that door that you see in the picture there. I'm thrilled to get something quickly.
Okay. Is Darcy back?
Yeah, I'm back.
Okay, very good. Any comments about the gentleman's sign?
No, it looks, pretty clean, very nice, nice design.
Okay, Sam?
No question, except what is the logo exactly? What is that? Is that a diamond?
I don't know what it is. It looks like a diamond. It is kind of a sideways diamond. It's an abstract symbol, but it's been our company logo. This is our 5th year in business, so this is our logo across all media.
So after 5 years, you've forgotten how it got together, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Okay.
I remember just seeing it and thinking that I liked it at the time.
All right.
Okay, Bob?
Where exactly is the location?
So it's at 400 Main Street. If I'm correct, I think it's the very first commercial space on Main Street on the Shore Road end. I guess it's technically the east unit. There's a coffee shop in here, a bike shop.
Okay.
You got
Okay,
your
that's where Joe Mama's is and the bike
Yeah.
shop.
That's what I was saying about Joe Mama's. That's the coffee place next door. They've been coming in like crazy.
Okay. No, I just wanted to know exactly where it was, but I have no further questions at this time.
Okay, Doug. Doug, yeah, Bob. Doug?
I like the sign, looks nice and clean. I don't know if it would benefit if it had a border around it to separate it. Is the building painted white as well as the sign?
The sign will be on white, and I believe the building is white.
So I think that would be a personal preference of what you want, if you wanted a border or not, so.
Okay. It's a great point.
Okay, Steve?
Is that awning an existing awning? Is that the same as the other awnings on the building?
I don't know if I could run outside and look. I think it's the same as the other ones. It's been there.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm not sure if it goes with the color of your sign, but okay. I guess if the awning was there, you have no control over that.
No. I see what you're saying. though.
Alrighty.
The blues clash a little bit, but it's hopefully not as bad as it.
So Steve, just so you know, it is the same blue awning that is on the rest of the building.
Yeah, that's what I thought. That seems to be what I remember. That's okay.
Very good. Have you got enough input?
I think
It
so.
sounds very favorable.
Yep. I thank you all very much for your time, and that's terrific input. I'll be sure to bring that to the sign shop as well, and look forward to the future meeting.
You bet. Good
All right.
luck to you in the meantime.
Okay. Bye now.
Thank you.
Sarah, where does that leave us?
That is, unless there are any comments from the public, we would just need a motion to adjourn.
Doug Grant will make a motion to adjourn.
Darcy will second it.
Okay, motion is made and seconded. All right, roll call to approve that. Let's see, we got Darcy,
In favor.
Sam,
In favor.
Bob,
In favor?
Doug,
In favor?
Steve.
In favor?
Okay, video staff. All right, and I am in favor as well. Thank you very much, and thank you all for participating.